I'm excited. I can't wait.
Krystal Watson and Jennifer Tyndall met in second grade in Central Texas. Life drifted them apart for more than 30 years. Watson now lives in Clute. Tyndall lives in Waco. And recently, they reconnected on Facebook. Something life-changing is bringing them back even closer together.
I'm so glad that you're in my life, and I'm glad I found you. And I can't ever thank you enough.
Last year, Watson shared she was eligible for a kidney transplant. A few of her friends messaged her willing to be a living donor. Tyndall was one of them.
I just felt compelled. I felt like God was just telling me, you know what, just reach out. What's it going to hurt?
She was sent a blood kit. She was a match.
They both say it was divine intervention that their faith in God led them to each other.
I really believe I was just was kind of called by God.
It was just a wonderful feeling that somebody that I met in second grade is now going to be my donor.
Watson says it's a huge gift for someone like Tyndall to donate an organ.
Maybe this is the only reason you're here on this earth. You're here to give somebody else at least a little bit better of a life.
And in a week, Tyndall will have the opportunity to give her childhood friend a better life.
Consider her my hero. That that she's going to donate something that's her part of her, and I just thank her so much. We went to elementary school together in Waco in second and third grade. Then we went to separate schools in fourth grade, and we pretty much stayed in touch with each other, going to each other's houses and stuff. I would say up to seventh grade, which was 1990, 1991 years. And then we kind of, you know, when you go to different schools, you get new friends, and we just kind of faded away from each other. We never, we were separate. And then it wasn't until last year or a year and a half, let's say about a year and a half, 2 years ago maybe.
Spring or summer of 21.
Okay. I found her on Facebook. How in the world I found her, I don't know, because she's now married with a different name. I don't remember how I did it. But we did friend requests, and she accepted it. And then I want to say a couple months later, I made a Facebook page. I made a post on Facebook for my kidney transplant. I was very blessed that when I got approval for a kidney transplant, I had several donors that stepped up, and they were all a match. But then when you have to go through that extensive training, testing, they didn't get accepted. And so my nephrologist urged me to make a Facebook page post about it. So I laid out all of my health issues and told them my story, and I had people send me private messages wanting to be my donor, and Jennifer was one of them. She was third in line, so 2 people were tested, and they didn't get approved. And then she was sent a blood kit. She was a match, so they scheduled, I want to say January, for her to come up to Houston, to come down to Houston to get testing, because she's still in the Waco area. And so when she told me when she was coming, I took off work that day, and I met her at the Baylor Clinic, and it was the first time in 30 plus years that we saw each other. So I mean, it was just a wonderful feeling that somebody that I met in second grade is now going to be my donor. So it's just real special to me. You just never know who, it's great to have friends, true friends.
I really thank you for you doing this, and I'm so glad that you're in my life, and I'm glad I found you. And I can't ever thank you enough for you doing this for me. And just you all those traveling, coming back and forth, and and all the horrible testing they put you through, and that you didn't run away. I thank you for it. And I really do hope and pray that after all this is done and you're healed, I'm healed, we can definitely have some girl trips
Yes.
and just kind of, I don't want to use the word rekindle, but
Right. Yeah, no, start an adult, a new
yes, yes, just
Yeah.
pick off where we left and
Yeah.
move forward.
Go to a New Kids on the Block concert or
Yeah,
something.
that's right. That your mama didn't let you go to.
Yes. Exactly. Well, I'm honestly honored, and I don't know if it's my turn to talk, but I've told Krystal that I'm a very spiritual Christian person, and I just feel that God has really stepped in and called me back August of 21 when I saw her post. I just felt compelled to reach out. And then every step since then, it's just been him leading this path. And so I am not nervous or scared at all because I know that it's being taken care of. I really believe I was just was kind of called by God. I feel just a very spiritual faith in him, and I just know that he's led us on this path, especially with what she's gone through in life. And in my 44 years, what I've never been like, oh, I feel like I'm going to donate a kidney tomorrow. But this was just something, and I had just had this sense of peace and calmness about it ever since. My husband, we've been dating since 8th grade, married 24 years, and we have an 18-year-old son, and they're like, whatever you want to do, it's your body, it's your life, it's fine. So, I mean, I'm healthy as a horse. Why not do it when I can? And for somebody like Krystal, who I love, so maybe this is the only reason you're here on this earth. You're here to give somebody else at least a little bit better of a life. If you have that opportunity, I mean, why not? I think a lot of us put organ donor on our driver's license, but sometimes that's too late. And so why not help all the people now when we can?